All good, I know. So,
yes.
Our cinematic perspective, I know, trying to figure out how things work, what doesn't, I know. But my information 1.6x squeeze, I know. I was just fell in love with it, bro.
Yeah, 1.6x is crazy. Because 1.33x पनि थियो नि त सुरुमा रिलिज गर्दाखेरि त्यो थियो.
That's what I was looking for in the beginning.
त्यसपछि अलिकति त्यो सिनेमाहरु डिग गर्दै जाँदाखेरि त 2x सम्म जाने के.
Of course, 2x, 1.8x, I know it's like one of the bigger ones they do, and the 1.6 is good, man.
Yeah,
I think it's good because I don't want to overkill anything. And I want to try it out in the like wide landscapes and stuff like that, just to see, what kind of framing.
Just look at this. Our sub information आइरा छ के.
Oh man, this is crazy. Yeah.
यो normal lens बाट
spherical lens would never be able to do it, right? So I'm excited, man. We have to do some projects here.
Congratulations,
thanks, bro. Thanks, appreciate it.
I know you're gonna kill it. We have projects. We
have to start doing some projects. So I'm traveling. So I'm doing some serious anamorphic tests next couple months. So it's gonna be good stuff.
So basically, talking about your series lens, say, it's a cinematic lens, cinema lens पनि हैन.
Actually it's one of the newer
cine lens anamorphic lens.
Seriously mostly cine lens बनाउँछ हैन. यो चाहिँ anamorphic को one of the lowest tier version मा most user friendly अनि अर्को पनि cost effective हैन.
एकदमै
हैन किनभने anamorphic lens they usually cost like $40,000-$50,000.
Exactly.
So you're looking at a lens that's about $1,000, maybe $1,200 depending on what and you get the same quality.
Exactly.
Because they've used these lenses in so many different of Hollywood films.
कस्तो खतरा बनाइदियो के अब.
It's crazy.
Affordable price मा यस्तो खालको लेन्स हामीले अब हुन्छ नि नर्मल युजरले
एक्सेस गर्न सक्ने हैन.
एक्सेस गर्न सक्नु भनेर त्यो ठुलो कुरा नि अब त्यो
किनभने back in the days you have to be in a film crew to access any anamorphic. Forget about renting it or buying it, हैन. Now you can rent it, but more accessible this way when you have one and you can pay for it and it's good. So
I think the most famous anamorphic lens भनेको चाहिँ Cook lens.
Yeah, Cook lens, which is like 40
millimeter, 70 millimeter. त्यस्तो हुन्छ. And yeah, it's of course is Hollywood standard.
So I got the 35 because 35 seems very versatile in terms of you can do some close-up style stuff as well as some wide stuff, I know. But you need the 50, man.
The 35 is actually very, very, it does the job of every, whatever the video
fits in all
that you're
different
trying to
dynamics,
take.
right?
35mm does the job. अनि कस्तो हुन्छ नि तपाईको सिने फोकल लेन्थ भनेको 35mm नै भन्छ क्या. अनि पहिले देखिको अब 35mm फर्म्याटहरु हुन्छ नि त.
Absolutely.
50mm चाहिँ अब
only portraitic style goes
अहिले आएर अब वेडिङ्सहरु यता आई थिंक वेडिङ्सहरुमा चाहिँ मोर लाइक अब
डिटेल्स
क्लोज अप्सहरु गर्दा चाहिँ 50mm इज गुड. अनि प्लस अब इफ यु टेक स्टेप ब्याक हुन्छ नि के भन्छ टाढाबाट खिच्न पर्यो भने पनि 50mm ले त्यस्तो त्यो वाइडहरु I think so 50mm
30 I think between 35 to 50 is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's good like that way, हैन.
त्यो मैले सोचेको भएर पनि मैले 1 year चाहिँ whole year चाहिँ मैले 40mm मा खिचे.
Because you're right in the middle, हैन. That makes sense, but you can adjust it based on what you need, हैन. Because it's 35 बाट चाहिँ मलाई हल्का वाइड टाइपको फिल दिने शटहरु पनि राम्रो लाग्छ कि they come in really good.
35mm अति नै लाइक सिने फिल आउँछ क्या मुभी फिल आउँछ क्या 35mm चाहिँ if the हुन्छ नि given that the circumstances work how you want it to look
exactly
किनकि अब कतिपय ठाउँमा अब तपाईले एउटा वाइड शट लिँदाखेरि अब डिस्टर्बेन्सहरु हुन्छ नि त कहिले अब स्टप साइन हुन्छ कहिले निलो गार्बेज क्यान भइरा हुन्छ त्यस्तो नभएको बेलामा चाहिँ अब इफ हुन्छ नि सबै एकदमै सिनेम्याटिक जस्तै कि अब मेबी एउटा पार्कमा गयो भने अब रुखहरु छ कस्तो मजाले अलाइन भएको छ हुन्छ नि एकदमै सिमेट्रिकल छ भने 35 बाट वाइड सब्जेक्ट राखेर एकदम बवाल आउँछ के
मलाई पनि त्यो चाहिँ मन पर्छ के यु हैव टु हैव दिस फ्रेमिङ फ्रेममा हुनु पर्यो यु हैव टु हैव द फुल फिल द फ्रेम such a good spot के and even central हैन सेन्ट्रल शटहरु मिड शटहरु पनि यस्तो दामी आउँछ के 35 बाट के
कहिले काहीँ अब 50 बाट लिँदाखेरि 50 बाट लिएको शट हैन अनि फ्रेम हेर्दाखेरि कस्तो राम्रो लाग्छ के मेबी आई विश आई ह्याड अ 35 जस्तो
एक्ज्याक्टली त्यो एउटा भर्सेटाइल थियो एउटा मैले चाहिँ त्यो जी मास्टर लिनु कारण पनि त्यही सो आई क्यान स्विच बिट्विन दैट हैन I tried to go up to 70 but it's too heavy man I'm telling you
light
I thought it was light but it's a light even G Master 2 is very for gimbal it's good unless you have like RS3 Pro and you're like really rigged out.
And you have to be strong too.
Oh yeah, and it's a lot of work. It's a little heavy, and sometimes you can see it in the because I have a regular RS3, and so you kind of see it, but still doable. It's not doable, and it's doable. I've used it a couple of weddings. It's beautiful because I just love the bokehs on it. It's very sharp lens, but yeah, it's a little bit overkill in terms of like a gun, you know.
Yeah. I think you need to, especially when you're doing weddings, light lens चाहिन्छ क्या. First time when I started, मसँग मैले त्यो Sigma को art 18-35 use गरेको क्या.
Exactly.
त्यो heavy थियो क्या.
Heavy छ. It's very similar, yeah.
अहिले त म त अहिले you know I do.
It's like a workout, man. It's like a dumbbell, you know. I mean, the thing is heavy.
त्यतिखेर अब.
But I think it's gonna be good for travel though. Travel, just put it in a stick and just kind of get, because I can get on 24. And go up to 70, you know, just you know, in between all of it. So,
म चाहिँ आजकल ट्राभल गर्दाखेरि हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ हेभी रिग लगौँ जस्तो पनि लाग्दैन, किनकि अब ट्राभल गर्दाखेरि अब त्यहाँ ठाउँहरू घुम्ने कि अब फोटो कि त यु हेभ टु हुन्छ नि कि त खिच्न जानु पर्यो अनि खिची मात्रै राख्नु पर्यो, त्यसको लागि राम्रै इक्विपमेन्ट लगाउनु पर्यो.
Mix it up, yeah.
I don't know त्यो हुन्छ नि त्यो I don't think so I can meet in the middle क्या. अब
त्यही भएर पनि मैले त्यो G Master लिनु कारण चाहिँ त्यही हो कि just so I can have a versatility हैन. टाइट शटहरु लिनु पर्यो नि त्यही छ, लेन्स चेन्ज गरेर राख्नु परेन, एउटै लेन्स लिएर ट्राभल गरे पुग्यो हैन. अनि त्यसपछि
of course ट्राभल गर्दाखेरि त one lens
just one lens के versatile हैन. अनि त्यही भएर त्यो ल्यायो. अनि प्लस हामीले ट्राभलमा धेरै जस्तो म गिम्बल पनि लिएर जाँदिनँ कि, but because you don't need it necessarily, you know. You can do some motion shots with your hand if you're stable enough. But other than that, you can do it, right? It's just not that hard. Especially nowadays, the lenses have OSS and everything. So.
आजकल त अब iPhone बाटै खिच्दिन्छ नि यार.
Of course, bro. iPhone बाट एउटा iPhone बाट wedding हान्दै थियो, full wedding, bro. Oh, YouTube मा छ episode हेरेर त यस्तो बवाल के. He said I filmed the whole wedding with iPhone 15. I was like, geez, that's crazy. So this guy's an accomplished videographer, and he did that, you know, just to try it out.
Maybe we should try it too. The content creators are on the rise.
Oh yeah, on the rise, and even like nowadays, it's iPhones and even the Samsung Galaxy, the new one, the 24. It's enabled people to do things that are out of their reach. Even normal people, like Bikino and you don't need a DSLR. You don't need a
normal mirrorless. Like very much.
Just for like story content, like you go to travel, go for a hike, and just put in a nice story content. It looks very cinematic because you have this quality, you know, with the camera. So yeah, man, we're getting to that age now. Soon we might say goodbye to mirrorless. That's gonna be a while.
Yeah, mirrorless. I don't know about Theo. I think people always go back to the what do you call square one? Back to square one. Back to square one. So I think so they go back. अहिले आएर अब धेरै डिजिटाइज भएर नि मान्छेहरुलाई अलिकति त्यो हुन्छ नि अलिकति एनालग अलिकति त्यो हुन्छ नि भिन्टेज खालको त्यस्तो मन पर्न थाल्यो.
इभन ग्रेन्स हैन, अब कति नयाँ मुभीहरुमा ग्रेन्सको इन्ट्रोड्युस धेरै भइरहेछ हैन. अब भन्नु न हामीले त नर्मल भिडियोग्राफीमा सोचिरा
ग्रेन्स आर so important for video.
Exactly, to make it cinematic. So important. Well, he's Game of Thrones हेरेको थियो, House of Dragon हेरेको थिएन, and like a fourth episode, I mean like a second last episode actually.
Don't spoil me.
I won't spoil it, but I was just gonna say, it was just this beautiful shot of this lady walking through this forest, right? And it's freaking grainy, but it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah,
because of the grain, you know, just they give you the vibe, you know. It's amazing.
Grains is so damn. Grains are very important. Even एउटा इन्टरभ्यूमा मैले देखे पनि Roger Deakins को इन्टरभ्यू छ क्या. So Roger Deakins is the cinematographer.
Yeah, he's a great one too.
Great movie like Blade Runner. खतरा movie. I think he won an Oscar also.
Oh, of course. Deakins got a couple.
I think Blade Runner के लागि, but I don't know. He's such a great cinematographer.
Yeah, I listened to some of his classes, you know, in terms of like filmmaking.
He said he needs grains in his movies.
Yeah, and you know, I think his favorite lens is 35, right?
Oh yeah.
Or something like that.
I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe. Of course.
I heard something about his focal length.
Cinematographer, best lens, like best focal length, obviously, 35mm. Ari Alexa.
They're good, man, because I seen some guys use 125 in some cinematic stuff. I'm like, holy cow, this is so good. Yeah. You know, some detailed stuff like huffing and puffing, because so if you're like trying to portray a scene where you want to give them uncomfortable feeling, you want to be more closer, give them not a lot of room to breathe, you know what I'm saying? The audience will feel that way. So 125 does a great job at stuff like that. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool.
अब यस्तो हुन्छ न, कन्ट्रोल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट हुन्छ, नो म्याटर जति फोकल लेन्थ युज गरे पनि कन्ट्रोल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट हुन्छ. सो
And that's the best के
तपाईलाई जस्तो चाहिन्छ त्यस्तै शट आउँछ
exactly and lighting पनि त्यही हो कि
if you have बुझेन भने रिटेक्सहरु भइहाल्छ
exactly त्यो रिटेक्स त खास एक्टिङ र इमोसनको लागि बढी हैन लाइटिङहरु यस्तो पर्फेक्ट हुन्छ कि अब इट्स गुड टु गो के त्यो फर्मुला इज सेट देयर हैन अब सेटमा त अब त्यही भएर मैले त्यो कुरा चाहिँ धेरै सिकिरहेको कुरा अहिले चाहिँ हैन no matter what if you plan it right and if your set is correct everything is good you don't have to work on post as much हैन it's 100% true है
अनि एक्टिङ पनि एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट रहेछ के
एक्टिङले इमोसन दिन्छ
एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट अब किनकि दैट एक्टिङ हैज टु go well with the song choice pani
absolutely
music pani there huncha so acting facial expression so I think acting bhaneko ekdamai tough job ho
tough job and त्यसपछि अर्को इम्पोर्टेन्ट के थाहा छ scoring so important है scoring त्यसपछि आएर हाम्रो Foley artists अब so important सब एलिमेन्ट्सहरु चाहिँ यस्तो इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ कि फिल्म मेकिङमा है
everything has to come together like perfectly
it all has to be a recipe of success right
get one successful movie सबै कुरा राम्रो हुँदै आउनुपर्छ
and then you have the editing obviously that's huge because
video like camera खतरा युज गरेछ like camera okay like $75,000 को area अलग से युज गरेछ 45,000 को quick lens युज गरेछ अनि बबाल छ ठाउँहरु प्रोडक्सन सेट डिजाइन भयो अब scoring artists अथवा like music
sound राम्रो भयो भने it doesn't give the punch you know it can't attract the audience so yeah that's the goal man and त्यही भएर म पनि अब so we got to start getting some projects in man I want to try some travel shots with this anamorphic see how it goes I think it's going to be good I'm a little nervous because I won't have a subject I'll be the subject you know it's a manual focus so it's going to be very hard to play with it but I'm going to try as much I can but more than that I want to do some cinematic panoramic stuff you know
जानु पर्छ bro त्यो युटा साइड तिर त
I can't wait that's why Banff is the lock it in bro
यस्तो बवाल आउँछ यार त्यो मोरेन लेकको oh my
Lake Louise that's what I want to go to these Lake Louise go to Banff get Banff National Park I'm trying to get a drone permit they don't let you fly in the national park but I can fly outside the park so it's not there's mountains everywhere there so you can fly anywhere it's like Colorado you know
I think it's better than Colorado.
Oh, way better than Colorado.
I think so. In terms particular of spot, the Banff.
That area, the national park area, the rugged mountains in Lake Louise and the blue water. It's just
Speaking of that, Maroon Bells,
Maroon Bells is amazing. You know what else is amazing? Grand Teton.
Grand Teton National
Grand Teton is wildly beautiful, man. That's another one on my bucket list.
Hey, मलाई त्यो एउटा हाइवे छ यार त्यो कलराडोको म फेसबुकमा देखिरहन्थ्यो बिचमा बाटो साइडमा क्या लाइक बारहरु पनि छैन अनि खाल्डो क्या बिचमा एउटा लाइन छ क्या आई थिंक सो
वाउ
के हाइवे हो यार त्यो कलराडो
pretty cool that's pretty cool
अनि त्यसो त्यो एउटा पास छ नि इन्डिपेन्डेन्स पास हो के
Independence Pass that was a good one
त्यो मुस्ताङको जस्तै बाटो
yeah up in the mountain Colorado has some beautiful mountain sides but yeah so more you go up north the harder you know the crazier it gets so Idaho Montana Wyoming and you go up north to Canada and Calgary and up in Alberta it's like yeah the shit's a different level out there